What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about a retrospective review. I'm going about what I remember, and I will not cheat like other people out there. I am not going to IMDb, and I'm not going to no Google and stuff like that. I'm going memory lane, and I want to talk about the Puppet Master franchise movies. And the only one I want to talk about the most is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think 6 and 7, right? Now, I kind of went back in memory lane before I did this review, kind of remember each part, and gotta be patient, you know. But Legacy I will not talk about. The Axis Termination trilogy I will not talk about, because I didn't like those. Those were horrible, in my opinion. The ones I mentioned I will talk about, 1 through 7. And like I said, I'm just gonna go away in memory lane, that's all it is. So I'm gonna start with Puppet Master 1. I remember I first rented it in video cassette, and I remember seeing the movie poster for it in my video store. I was fascinated by it, you know. I'm like, what the fuck is Puppet Master? I rented it, and I just fell in love with it, man. The puppets going around killing people in the hotel. It mentions something about Toulon, how it's like he's the creator of the puppets, and you have this guy that's in the hotel. If I'm correct, he's like a zombified figure. Like he looked like Lurch a little bit, like, but he wasn't tall. And you got these psychics trying to figure out the hotel, the history behind it. And the puppets end up coming to life, killing these people. And I remember the ending and stuff. I remember just getting disrespected, and the puppet wasn't having that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Puppet Master 2, which is, of course, you can see from the poster. What I like about it is Torch. So we get a new puppet in this one. And I remember how Torch killed the kid. I was like, oh shit, kid died. And I was young when I saw this movie too. I mean, I never seen kids die like that with fire, or, you know, kids being killed in horror movies. I mean, it happened before, but not the way this movie did it, though. It just had Torch burn the kid just like that, like it was nothing. And I think I remember Puppet Master 2 was taking place. I think it was in a hotel also, same concept, you know. And that's what I remember about it, to be honest with you. Puppet Master 3, I definitely remember this one because to me, this had to be the best in the franchise, in my opinion. And of course, this was a prequel to the first two movies, about how the puppets got started, how they were created, and about Toulon and how he trying to survive against the Nazis, or the Nazis trying to get his experiments. You know, how we make these puppets to life. And of course, in this movie, we have another appearance on one of my favorite puppets, 6-Shooter. Yes, 6-Shooter, man. The cowboy with the 6 hands. I hope he's in the remake version too, by the way. Hopefully he will be. We'll see what happens. If not, maybe a sequel to the remake version. Definitely I like this one. I definitely like how Toulon gets his revenge on the Nazis. And I think I think Leech Woman makes appearance in this movie also, how she came about, you know. And yeah, I think David Lynch played the Nazi leader in this movie, the Nazi officer. Yeah, this one was I definitely enjoyed Puppet Master 3. And I'm going to talk back to back with this one. I'm going to talk about Puppet Master 4 and Puppet Master 5 back to back. I remember a little bit about this. I remember the corporations. This corporation where I think they stole the puppet, and they want to use the puppets as trying to figure out the formula of Toulon, how to animate stuff and immortality. But meanwhile, then with 4 and 5, you have a villain. There's a demon, and I think the demon was the original one that had the spell, if I'm corrected. And then he got this skeleton demon. Have these totem demons that he want the puppets to be stopped. He wants the formula, you know. He pretty much gonna have these demons kill people for him too, you know, like how the puppets have to kill people. I mean, the puppets were good guys in this movie actually, you know, in 4 and 5. Part 3 also, but yeah, that was kind of interesting, to be honest with you. That's what you said the time on the poster that I'm posting up when bad puppets turn good, you know. So they were actually good guys in this movie, but I remember liking that one too. And then we get Curse of the Puppet Master, because I know Curse came after 5, and this one I remember also. And it was like it takes a different route. It was kind of weird because you have this scientist guy that got the puppets, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck he got the puppets though. You know what? Because that got me curious. And I remember there was a guy that would like carving wood, and the scientist guy ended up hiring him to make him wooden puppets. so he could put the souls of the puppet in those puppets, pretty much. And I remember the ending for this movie, how that guy got fucked up. The guy that like to cut wood because he fell in love with his daughter, or was it his granddaughter? I think. You know, yeah, it's kind of freaky when you see the ending for Curse of the Puppet Master. You will see like, what the fuck, you know? And it has like a cliffhanger ending after that, so that was kind of weird, you know. But I even enjoyed that one too. And then the last one I liked the most, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, 7, my fault. And 7 was Retro Puppet Master, and after Retro will be Legacy, but I didn't like Legacy. But anyway, even though it said Legacy begins on this poster, I just noticed it on Retro Puppet Master. Retro Puppet Master, I enjoyed this one. This was another prequel. It was kind of weird, so this will be a prequel before part 3. And if I'm corrected, I think this is with a younger Toulon, like a teenage Toulon. How he was able to get the spells of the puppets, and I think they were battling Nazis again, if I'm correct. It was kind of weird. I mean, was it Nazis or was it demons that possessed a human being that looked like Men in Black, going after the formula, and the young Toulon would have to create these puppets, not the puppets we recognize from part 1 through Curse, but these are like totally brand new puppets. It's like a prelude to a Blade or to Pinhead and Drillhead, the Drillhead guy, and yeah, it's like a prequel, which you might see how the puppets will look later on in the future. But either way, the point is, I did like how the puppets look in this movie, and I remember this was another movie I did enjoy, you know. But either way, these are the Puppet Master movies I enjoyed, I liked the most, and those are the only ones that I decided to review because those are the ones I actually enjoyed, like I said.